Giorgia Meloni, the Italian Prime Minister, has warned about egotism amongst European leaders after a bitter diplomatic rift opened up between her and Emmanuel Macron. The row with her French counterpart began on Friday at the European Political Community Summit in Albania. During the summit, Ms. Meloni was not invited to take part in a joint call with Donald Trump. She told Italian journalists she had been blocked because of her refusal to send troops to Ukraine as part of a proposed coalition of the willing. Mr. Macron, who was on the call with Sir Keir Starmer, Donald Tusk, Poland's president, and Friedrich Merz, the German chancellor, accused Ms. Meloni of spreading disinformation. The discussion is about a ceasefire. Let's avoid spreading false information. There is already enough of that coming from Russia. So, Ms. Meloni met with Mr. Merz in Rome on the eve of Pope Leo XIV's inauguration for a meeting that was hoped would cool tensions. But Ms. Meloni afterwards urged all leaders to, abandon egotism and focus on giving a united front toward a peace deal that does not involve capitulation by Ukraine. Italian media has described their prime minister's absence from the Albania meetings as a deliberate snub, suggesting that Mr. Macron had not wanted her involved. Ms. Meloni told reporters on Saturday that Italy was open to joining any international format aimed at ending the war, but warned against divisions within the West. Western unity has been our greatest strength since the beginning of Russia's invasion, she said. At a delicate time like this, it is important to set aside any personal differences that could undermine that unity. At the meeting in Rome with Ms. Meloni, Mr. Merz said, "We must not allow ourselves to be divided." He added, "I will hold talks in the EU in the coming days and include Italy in all our efforts to resolve this conflict." Ms. Meloni and Mr. Macron are known to have a frosty relationship, and Ms. Meloni has been caught on camera in the past rolling her eyes after shaking hands with Mr. Macron. The Italian premier has been a staunch supporter of Kyiv and has also developed a strong personal rapport with Mr. Trump. For the last week, Ms. Meloni has been increasingly under fire from opposition leaders and critics in Italy for being marginalized by European leaders. In the meantime, Germany's Merz, Mr. Macron, and Sir Keir Starmer of the UK have been pushing forward discussions with the White House over Ukraine. First there was the train trip to Kyiv, then on Friday, a meeting and eventual joint call with Donald Trump that occurred on the sidelines of the European Political Community Summit in Tirana, Albania, being attended by 40 European leaders. The call to Trump was made after Russia-Ukraine peace talks failed in Istanbul earlier that day, and the group, which included Mr. Zelensky but not Meloni, later released a statement calling Russia's demands unacceptable.